Queen's Pawn by Vernon Nott, born 1878. Only a pawn of little account in the changing game, where another his place can take. What matters a pawn, one more or less, to them that play in this game of chess, with the ancient honour of Britain's name laid by the board for a stake? Think you the players, in strength of their pride, will turn from their moves to mourn by the side of so small a piece, who merely died for his queen and country's sake? Ah, they never could stay in the game they play for only a pawn. Only a pawn who quickly sprang to his brother's cry that echoed over the sea, and recked but little of toil or pain, if only the player's point should gain. But if players need, the pawn must die, the rules of the game decree. Yet out in a colony far away, a wife and children to God would pray to keep the pawn while he fought the fray, from sword and sickness free. Is the grief less deep in the hearts who weep for only a pawn? Only a pawn, no carven marble will mark the place where is lifting a lonely grave. No nation mourned when we whispered prayer for peace to the soul, so they laid him there. 'Neath the soil of an alien race sing we the song of the brave. Of the pawn that died in a noble fight, of the spirit fled to far realms of light, where king and queen and bishop and knight to the hero a welcome gave. So honour his fame who died in the game, though only a pawn. Okay, let's see. Vernon Nott is a British poet. I can't find anything out about him, so I'd be interested in any ideas you have. And the Queen's Pawn, this is talking about playing chess. And this is making a metaphor of the soldiers in battle and how they are mere pawns and how they really don't matter. It doesn't matter if you lose the pawns in a game of chess. So, of little account in the changing game, where another can take his place can take. So pawns are interchangeable. It doesn't matter. What matters a pawn, one more or less, to them that play in this game of chess, with the ancient honour of Britain's name laid by the board for a stake. So this is chess, but this is the game of war. And the people who are playing the game of war, that to them one pawn more or one pawn less makes no difference. Think you the players, in strength of their pride, will turn from their moves to mourn by the side of so small a piece, who merely died for his queen and country's sake? So do you think the players are going to change their moves and be really sad because they lost one piece or one person that died for the honour of their queen and country? This has got to be Queen Victoria. Ah, they never could stay in the game they play for only a pawn. So they wouldn't be in the game. They wouldn't play this game if they really were one of the pawns. Only a pawn who quickly sprang to his brother's cry that echoed over the sea, So this pawn, this person, went to help his brothers who were in trouble over the sea, to help other nations that had problems, and reck'd and reckoned and reck'd and reckoned but little of toil or pain, if only the players a point should gain. And for this soldier, there was nothing of hard work or problems if their side should gain a point. But if players need, the pawn must die. The rules of the game decree. So if the player needs one pawn to die, then that's the way it goes. It's not important. Yet out in a colony far away, a wife and children to God would pray to keep the pawn while he fought in the fray, free from sword and sickness free. But you've got to remember that this person, this pawn, has a wife and children in one of the colonies, in one of the countries that Britain already owns. And they're praying that their loved one, their father, their husband, will be okay while he's fighting in the battle and he stays free from being killed by the sword or sickness. Is the grief less deep in their hearts who weep for only a pawn? So does it make people sadder or less sad because it's only a pawn that's been lost? No, clearly it doesn't. Only a pawn, no carven marble will mark the place where is lifting a lonely grave. So carved, no cut marble stone will mark the place where this lonely grave, this lonely place of death, this person's been buried. No nation mourned when with whispered prayer for peace to the soul they laid him there. So the country didn't mourn, the country wasn't sad when they said a quick prayer for the peace of his soul and laid him in the soil. 'Neath the soil of an alien race, so he was buried in a foreign land. Sing we the song of the brave. Yeah, so we're singing the song about how brave these people are. Of the pawn that died in a noble fight. Yeah, so this pawn was incredibly brave and died in a noble cause. Of the spirit fled to the far realms of light, where king and queen and bishop and knight to the hero a welcome gave. So we're singing about how brave they were for this, but this person is dead. Their spirit has run away to the kingdom of light, is with God, where king and queen and bishop and knight, so the important players, to this hero a welcome gave. So all the important players were happy to have this pawn. So honour his fame who died in the game, though only a pawn. So you need to treat people equally. Any death is as sad as any other. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Queen's Pawn by Vernon Nott.